Hi all, welcome to Planity's YouTube channel. I am Gulab Nibhani and in this video we are going to discuss some questions on logarithms. So I request you to go through the first part of this video in case if you haven't, and then you can come and resume this particular session. So as I've mentioned before that logarithm happens to be a very important part of your CAT exam. For past few years there have been at least 2 questions which have been asked from this particular topic. So let's quickly get going with this particular session and see some more type of questions which have been asked in your previous year exams. So I would want you to try this question before you look at the solution. So you can maybe pause your screen for a moment and then you can continue with the solution. All right, let's see what are we supposed to do in this question. See, very important for us to start with something at least so that we know what exactly the question is trying to ask. लॉग के क्वेश्चंस में अपफ्रंट दिखेगा नहीं कुछ भी, so थोड़ा बहुत खुद को पुश करना पड़ेगा, थोड़ा बहुत सॉल्विंग स्टार्ट करनी पड़ेगी and then you'll eventually get to your answer. So if we compare this part with AB, so I can see AA cancel हो जाएगा, B will be equal to log Y base Z. Similarly, if I compare this part with AB, I can see my A will be equal to log Z base X. So if I multiply these two things now, I'll get AB is equal to log Y base Z into log Z to the base X, which I can write it like this. So this term, I can write it like this. And this term I can like it like this. So log Z cancel. Eventually I'm left with log of y to the base x. Now the very first term says log x to the base y is equal to AB. And we have seen that this AB is also equal to log of y to the base x. So eventually I can compare these two things now. Yes or no? So if I compare these two things, I can say log x upon log y is equal to log y upon log x, or I can say log x whole square is equal to log y whole square, which implies, let me continue on this side. So log of x is nothing but this, I can write it as plus minus log y. So either log x is equal to plus log y, this is one possibility, which implies x equals to y, or log of x equals to minus log y, which I can write as log of y raised to power minus 1. So from here I can see x equals to y inverse, or I can also write x equals to 1 by y. Agree? Now I know what is my AB, right? AB as nothing but log x to the base y. So log x to the base y, now if I write y as x, then I can get it as plus 1. If I write y as 1 upon x, then I'll get it as minus 1. So this log x to the base y, if I substitute x equals to y, I will get it as 1. Or if I substitute x equals to 1 upon y, then I'm going to get it as minus 1. Right? And this is indeed what your AB is. Right? This is indeed what your AB is. Agree or not? So the product AB indirectly, I can see here, should be equal to plus 1 or minus 1. Now look at the options and multiply the values and see where you're getting. So in second option, we are getting plus 1, plus 1, plus 1. Second, third, and fourth, they are giving me plus 1. The first one is giving me the product as minus 1. So they satisfy the question asking me which of the following values is not possible. I'm left with last option, which gives me the product as 2 into 2, 4, which is not possible. So you can check whatever you have solved, or you can take some time and go through the solution once again if need be, and then continue with the next question. Okay, let's move to the next question now. Very interesting question once again. It tests a lot of concepts actually. So the question says if x is greater than or equal to y and y is greater than 1, then the value of expression log x upon y to the base x plus log y upon x to the base y can never be. So we are interested in this expression. Let's try to push ourselves, try to expand it and see what we can figure out. So I can write it as log x minus log y, yes or no, upon log x, plus the second term I can write it as log y minus log x upon log y, yes or no. So log x upon log x, this is 1. So 1 minus log y to the base x plus 1 again minus log of x to the base y, right? If I simplify it further, I can see this is 2 minus log of y to the base x, and there will be a plus sign here, log x to the base y. Agree? Now, I know that y is greater than 1 and x is greater than equal to y. So x is greater than equal to y and y itself is greater than 1, which is very important for us to understand that if y would have been 1, then the value would have been 0, right? So question is giving us that y is greater than 1 and x itself is greater than equal to y. So this particular term has to be greater than 1, right? So I am subtracting a value which will be 1 point something something. Agree or not? Because in this term, this is log x upon log y. X is greater than equal to y, whatever the value of x is. The denominator will be small, right? Because or at max equal. So कम से कम 1 तो होने ही वाला है, ये कुछ भी हो जाए, right? ये 1 हो जाएगा तो ये भी 1 हो जाएगा. तो what you are understanding is this value is at least 1. This value is at least 1. So I am looking at a value, I am subtracting 2 minus something which is greater than 1. I am subtracting something, some value which is greater than 1. I am subtracting it from 2. So now you can think what you are going to get. So 2 minus 1 point something something. Now which of these values I am not going to get at all? That is what you are supposed to answer now. So which value do you think you will not be able to get? So I'm sure you have got the answer now. Your answer is nothing but option number 4. So when you're subtracting a value which is a minimum of 1 point something something, right? You're subtracting it from 2, you are never going to get 1. So if it is 2 minus 2, you can get to 0. If it is 2 minus 2.5, you can get minus 0.5. If it is 2 minus 3, you can still get minus 1, but you will never get the value as 1. That is something that you're supposed to understand, because you're subtracting a value which is a little bit more than 1 on the minimum side. So my correct answer here will be option D, right? So I hope you have got this question. Let's proceed further. All right, again, you can try solving this question. You can pause your screen if need be, and then you can continue. Okay, let's see how do we get to this answer, to the answer to this question. So the first term is log, I can write it as log m raised to the power of 1 by 3 upon log 3. Second term, I can write it as log n cube upon log 3 is equal to, let's try to solve this part. So if you look at this part carefully, this is nothing but 1 plus log 5 upon, this is 0.008, not 2 cube is 8, 0.2 cube is 0.008, and 0.2 is nothing but 1 by 5. So this is nothing but 1 by 5 ka cube, right? So this I can write it as 1 minus log 5 upon log 5 raised to the power of minus 3. I can write 1 by 5 as 5 inverse, yes or no? So log 5 minus 3 will come out again, and I will be left with 1 minus 1 by 3, which is nothing but 2 by 3. So this entire term becomes 2 by 3, right? Now I can continue writing it as log m raised to 1 by 3, log a plus log b is log ab. So I can write it as log m raised to power 1 by 3 into n cube. And जो denominator का log 3 है, I can move it to the other side. So that is 2 by 3 log 3, right? As simple as that. So here I can write m raised to the power of 1 by 3 into n cube. 2 by 3 power में चला जाएगा, log log cancel हो जाएगा. So this becomes 3 raised to the power of 2 by 3, right? Now, if I cube on both the sides, right, what am I going to get? If I cube both the sides, so this is how it will look like. M raised to power 1 by 3 n cube whole cube is equal to 3 raised to the power of 2 by 3 whole cube. Now 1 by 3 and 3 gets cancelled, so first term will be m. n raised to 3 into 3 is 9. Second, right hand side में मेरे पास क्या आ जाएगा? 3 gets cancelled, 3 square is equal to 9. So m into n raised to power 9 is equal to 9. Which option is satisfying? You can see here, second option is my correct answer. There is n raised to power 9 is equal to 9 upon m. Right? So please go through the question once again if need be, and then we'll move to the next question. So let's come to the next question now. Again, very interesting question, but actually this is more of a logical question rather than logarithm questions, although you can continue with the property of logs and solve this. But let's see how do we tackle such questions. There will be at least, I would say, at least 2-3 questions in your main exam, which you can just solve by substituting some values for your variables. So here we can see m square upon n cube by n square, and so on. The question is asking us what is the sum of n terms in this series. So if I take n equals to 1, let's say if I take n equals to 1, that means I'm taking only one term. So my series will be nothing but log m. That's it. My series will be nothing but log m. So all I would like to do is substitute n equals to 1 and see which of the options gives me log m, and that will be my answer. So if more than one option will satisfy, then perhaps what I'll do is I'll take n equals to 2, and then I'll take second term also into consideration. Okay. Although this question is not tough, even if you were to solve it, you can just try solving it. You'll see some of natural numbers concept being used somewhere. All right. So let's see how are we supposed to target this. So let's put n equals to 1. So first wala value क्या दे देगा मुझे? Log 1 raised to power of 1 minus 1, that is 0, 1 upon m, and that is half. So ये log m है क्या? नहीं है ना? This is not satisfying. Second option, log of m raised to power m upon 1, okay, and whole raised to power of half. Again, is this giving you log m? No, I should get my value as log m, because if I take only one term, that is n equals to 1, so my answer should be log of m. Let's look at the third one. So log of m raised to power of 1 minus 1 is 0 upon 1 raised to 1 minus m, right, raised to half. So this itself becomes 1. So again, I'm not getting log m. Let's try the last option. Log of m raised to power of 1 plus 1 is 2 upon 1 raised to power of 0, that is 1 again, so you can ignore it, upon 1 by 2. So this 2 gets cancelled. I am left with log m, right? So this is the option that is satisfying the value. When I take n equals to 1, I get the series as log m, right? So your correct answer is fourth option. So I'm sure you will see such type of questions in your exam wherein you are supposed to play with variables and you will quickly get to the answer. All right, let's move on to the next question. So the question says log 81 base 12 equals to p, right? Then 3 into 4 minus p upon 4 plus p will be equal to how much? This is what your question is asking. So this is nothing but log of 3 raised to power 4 base 12 equals to p. Yes or no? Or I can write it as 4 log 3 base 12 equals to p, and I can continue with my simplification. That's all I'm supposed to do. So 3 into 4 minus p, 4 minus 4 log 3 base 12 upon 4 plus 4 log 3 base 12. So 4 cancel हो जाएगा ऊपर नीचे. Yes or no? Then if you continue simplifying it, this will look like 3 into 1 minus log 3 base 12 upon 1 plus log 3 base 12. This is what you're going to get. Now try and simplify it further and then see what you can get. नाउ दिस टर्म को मैं कैसे लिख सकता हूँ, 1 को मैं log 12 अपॉन log 12 लिख सकता हूँ, सो दैट मेरा सिंप्लीफिकेशन जो है वो इजी हो जाए. दिस इज log 12 बेस 12 माइनस log 3 बेस 12, right, upon, again I can write it as log 12 base 12 minus, sorry, plus log 3 base 12. This is how I can write it. So log a minus log b is log a by b. So this becomes log 12 cancel हो जाएगा ऊपर नीचे. So 3 log 4 upon, then I'm left with 12 into 3 is 36, right? So log 36 I can write log 6 square, which I can simplify it as 2 log 6. This is how I can write it as. Yes or no? So this I can further simplify because I have to look at the options and see which one is satisfying. So this I can continue as 6 log 2, right, upon 2 log 6. So this will give us 3, right? So I am left with log 3 log 2, which I can write as log 8 to the base 6, which is nothing but my option number 4. So this was plain simplification, nothing more than that, right? So please go through this question once again if need be, and then you can come to the next question. So if you want to try this question once, you can try, and then you can come back for your solution. Okay, let's discuss this question. Now, one thing that you are supposed to understand is log 5 base 3 will be between 1 and 2, right? Because why do I say that? See, log 3 base 3 is 1, right? Then we have log 3 square base 3, which is 9. Now this is 2. Agree or not? ठीक है कि नहीं है? और ये जो वैल्यू क्वेश्चन में दिया हुआ है, that is log 5 base 3. So this has to come between 1 and 2. Agree or not? So log 3 is 1 to the base 3, obviously. Log 9 to base 3 is 2. So log 5 to the base 3 will come between 1 and 2. So I can write it like this. This comes between 1 and 2. Now, instead of log 5 base 3, I am given this value. I am supposed to calculate the range for x. So this will become 1 less than log of 2 plus x to the base 5, which I can write as log 5 less than 2. So अब log 5 से multiply कर देते हैं सबको. So this will become log 5 less than log of 2 plus x, right, less than log of 2 into log 5, which is nothing but log of 5 square. 2 into log 5 करोगे 2 ऊपर चला जाएगा, 5 square 25 हो जाएगा. Yes or no? So from here I can easily see that 5 should be less than 2 plus x should be less than 25. Agree or not? Right? Subtract 2 from all three terms. So I'll get 3 less than x less than 23, which is nothing but my option number 4. All right. So I hope this question is clear as well. I request you to go through both the parts properly. If you combine all the questions, this covers more or less all possible type of concepts related with logarithms, right? So I hope you have understood the session well. Thank you for watching, and I request you to share this video with your friends and do subscribe to the channel. Thank you so much, guys.